humanism going forward, because this has been very powerful. Speaking of Jake's manpower, it's coming back too fast, says Altern. I've got 5,000 of it. That is not too fast. That is whatever the opposite of too fast is. Alright, so it's at 16, 4, and 1. And at that rate, this one could also be something close to that. I need to invest my manpower in having a bigger army so that my subjects stay in line whilst I try to eat them. Oh, but they are all in line, which is quite nice. Okay. Even though it looks like nothing is happening, something is happening. We're letting that aggressive expansion boil away and letting our manpower restore. And France is going to gun down Navarra. Navarra has friends, Burgundy and Pope, man. Sadly, neither of those really amount to anything. And it's just more of an opportunity for France to expand. So I'm saddened by that, but that's okay, because France can be a nice end boss for us, right? I think as soon as we crack France and get this, we'll be able to piece together all the lands that we need for this campaign. Especially if I can beat the chaos votes. France, all that for one province? Surely there's better target. It's not all that though, right? Burgundy and Pope are 4 provinces between them, I think. Alright, Castile, you got land with my name on it. Cough it up. And that should be our last claim on Naples. So Naples, oh no, there is still one. Pricey, but we can build spy network quite fast and spend it quite cheaply. Austria still want to help Naples, so bringing Austria into other wars is not that bad. Harumph. At least Florence have all their cores, that's good. Where do I go from here, though? Like I said, Venice is a really tempting target, especially with France not willing to help them. International book markets. Silly, what are you on about? Yeah, I'm thinking Venice is a great target. That way, since if I control Venice, I can actually trade on provinces where I won't be owning the provinces, so I don't bog down the goods produced with my horrific goods produced minus 45, which is a bit too much for me. For some reason, I always like seeing the French miners out in the wild, so much so that I've dedicated my last 2 games to kicking the rants until they're all... Ooh, I like that, using F and rants to make France. Dare I say it's very clever. I forget, did Splendor get another use in 130? So much I managed to forget about the game, and not keep up with. Good, Hungarian bastards are bankrupt. Oh, but it's election time, and this isn't good election time for me. It is notably bad election time. Okay, it's time for bad chaos, and you'll decide what happens here. We could either lose 10% of our trade efficiency, lose 10% of our production efficiency, lose 10% of our tax income. A lot of 10% here, but it is only bad, it's not brutal. 10% manpower recovery, or add 10% to army maintenance. It goes up, and it goes up now. We've got 1 minute to make that call. Either way though, I'm definitely keeping this guy. He's pretty good at what he does, and that is generating mill points for us so we can finish off defensive ideas and become even more powerful with our dynasties. Right, it's very clear that manpower beats almost everything else when it comes to the bad chaos. So I'm going to, probably between this stream and next, think about what could be added in for bad instead of these. Meaning, if you have ideas, you should poke them my way. I'm sure people have poked me about it, but I'm also certain that I sadly forgot. Especially if they use Twitch Whispers, because that system is all but ceased on Twitch. I think it's almost safe to say it's manpower recovery, but some people want to hit the army maintenance. Army maintenance is our biggest expense, and if it got bigger, that'd be a shame. But when it comes to... it's an interesting yin-yang, because manpower recovery smacks our ability to wage war, and goods produced smacks our economy, so we get double hit. The only fortunate thing is that our soldiers can still fight. So with that, that is the... what? That is the 4th manpower hit. So we go down here, we go bad manpower 4. I expanded it for seeing this coming. And there we go, 40% slower manpower recovery. Thanks for that. Anyway, I'm sure Carthage can see it through. Carthage won't lose their faith that easily. Minus 10% production efficiency got my pity vote, says South Saxon. I guess the problem with production efficiency is, even if that's a gorillion %, it doesn't matter if goods produced are already slaughtered. Look at that. Jeez, this problem doesn't make us jack all. Oh well. Keep on drilling, because we might need that, professionalism to liquidate into... That did go down, didn't it? I did not think for 5 seconds that this paid any attention to manpower recovery. But maybe it does. Oh, that's bad. That was my backup idea for if manpower recovery got shot. Dang. How high can it get? Will you go all the way to 100? Well, I won't do anything. It's up to you guys if you're going to make it go that far. Jake, you can apply a modifier for yearly increase of subject liberty desire with a decision like the other ones. I certainly could. I certainly could. Right, not too long until I get my final claim on you. I can still, of course, claim on Astile. But I think that's the last claim I can put on Castile. Yeah. So there's not much point spying on you further. We'll come in for what's left of you when that truce is up in 59. That's 5 years and 1 brutal vote away. So what's going to go down next? Venice remains a tempting one. But by the god, that's... Oh, I'm not the only one thinking that. Milan is preparing to attack Venice. You know, Venice, I said that I might want to kill you, but now I'm starting to think maybe I want to save you. France will not save your bacon. I mean, they hate me and they won't even come to your defense. Also, France, you're even more in debt. It's very tempting, actually, to... Well, what would I even get out of this? I've already grabbed my core off of Milan. Yeah, nah. You'd have to sweeten the deal pretty substantially for manpower to ever lose, says JJ Ho-Ho. What if we had discipline getting hit, or morale, or both? I don't know, maybe I shouldn't have every vote hit my ability to wage war. I already have a tiny army, and my army doesn't fight very well. What are you up to, France? Oh yeah, poor Pope is dying now. I should make sure that I have that claim on the Pope, so I'm ready to rock and roll him any day I want. They're in a trade league with Venice. The Knights will likely defend them. Is that so? That means when I fight Venice, I get my freebie on you if I really want. Not dying for it, but it's good to have the claims ready. Jake, it's only every 3rd vote the brutal ones hit your economy instead. True that, but they are permanent. But this is why I added them in, right? It becomes a looming threat that gets worse and worse as we go on. The one-off things that we had to do might have been a bit more evocative and creative, but I don't feel like they added to the health of the campaign that much. Right, Milan is gunning down Venice. France is saying no, because France is a wimp. What are you going to take from... Oh, you might take everything there. What about subjugation of Venice? That's a lot of cores. Italian cores. And... well, it's not all in the Venetian trade node. And that's a very big Venice to subjugate. And it would be cores on my good friend Austria. No, I don't think so. Don't think I want to do that. Hitting both the ability to fight and the ability to raise men would not make for a fun campaign. I'm not so sure about that. It'd be pretty cool not to have much left to fight with, but still have to go on. You'd have to eke out edges wherever possible, much like Castile cannot, as they enjoy another bankruptcy. I, however, enjoy getting powerful dynasties for that great Republican tradition boost. Whilst the great game of politics is ever shifting in Carthage, names of great families like the Barcids and Maganids are still remembered for their long periods of dominance. If a ruler is competent, there is no need to replace him over formalities. And global naval engagement plus 5%, which is It's a number, alright. It's almost nothing, TBW. What were you thinking? What do I want? What do I want? I actually want attrition down, even though I'd love corruption down, because that helps me. Well, it doesn't actually help me right now. Still, I want that so that I can save on manpower. While we target his economy, Mercs would destroy his wallet. Mercs would destroy my wallet. That's why I'm trying to save up as much as I can. At least now I don't have to worry about the brutal vote emptying my wallet entirely. That would be pretty bad for me. Naples is until 61. But this isn't too bad, right? People are chilling out. Not France, of course, and definitely not Castile. But maybe Portugal, God rest their soul. What is a Portugal, anyway? Anybody seen a Portugal? Close enough. Honorary Portugal here. Don't seem like something to worry about. Ah, here we go. Well, I'm not terribly worried about those guys. Nor should anybody be. Trade efficiency sounds nice, but I need either diplomatic reputation or improved relations. You know, Venice, I could so take you on. For Venezia... what? Oh, I already have a claim on Venezia. When did I do that? I don't even know. I don't remember doing that, but given that it's until till 67, I must have been thinking ahead. I don't often do that. Well, that being the case, I'll make my claim there, and then not worry about it, and then strongly consider their place in the grand picture. That is a good opportunity, actually, to bring Austria into a war. Austria can get this crap, and that'll allow me to strike Naples, but only when that is up. Also, Naples allied Milan, which is a big shame. Hopefully Milan... no, they're not drowning in debt. Couldn't you please not be allied with Naples there, Austria? It would mean a lot to me. This is a slight problem in limited targets. Wait, was Fazan always there? I don't think they were. I don't want them, their land is so bad, so I think I'll just leave them be. They don't hate me, so it's okay. I need to catch up on that tech pretty badly, though. And in 62, I need to remember to switch over our national focus, because this is a painful one to beat. We're not too far away from being able to... uh-oh. The Ottomans are asking that I help in a fight against the Mamluks again. Fortunately, though, Ottoman units are right there, so the Ottomans should defend my land for me. Of course I will accept. I'm a good ally like this. Did they promise me land? I didn't read that. Probably not, because I don't have any desire for Mamlukian land. That's good though. Ottomans bringing me into a war, making sure that I don't get weak. The Mamluks' navy is a bit pathetic, so it might be nice to just go down and raid their coast for a bit. Get some dosh while we can, and hope they don't land on us. Domestic trade power and production efficiency in Carthage with guilds cooperating. I don't see good events come out of those often. And I can't believe it, Milan's actually lost their capital to Venetian units. What is that all about? I mean, they're never going to take Venice itself. So Venice... they're going to lose taking war score over Verona, but that was a good shout by you. It would make me feel real bad if I went in and curb stomped you. Speaking of rare, do I spy with my eye Independent Lebanon tag? You spy with your little eye Barely Independent Lebanon tag. Fadl Shamar. This is just Mamluks getting spanked by the Arabians. Good lord. Najran is here. Very colourful. Very awful place to play in as well. It's so poor, atrocious, takes forever to get from A to B. And if it weren't for the existence of incense, this place would be terrible. Instead, it's just bad, because incense isn't even that good. Doesn't have a good effect, though. Trade value. I forget what you get for trading in incense. Charles Drew. Oh, right. Yeah. No, you're still under France. I got excited there thinking that Aragon broke free. If they did break free, well, their freedom wouldn't last very long, and it certainly wouldn't be very fulfilling. They got coffee too. Well, Yemen has that sweet coffee. Those sweet mochas. There it is. That's pretty nice. At least until other coffee beans are established. Alright, this is nice. The Ottomans are stopping me from having to worry about that at all. But I'm still racking my head thinking on the best course of action here with aggressive expansion as high as it is. Now again, striking Venetia feels like a pretty swell move. It's not like I need to fear the Knights or the Papal States. But it's a lot to core, and it's a lot to take on the chin in terms of aggressive expansion again. And furthermore, now I already trade in different places, don't I? So I can take the guy who collects in Tunis and push him over to Venice. Probably make more money that way. And I could even establish, where are they now? I seem to remember merchant republics being able to do something on a province to boost their trade value further. Yeah, that was it. Trade posts. There we go. 10 trade power. It's not a bad flat amount. The downside is that 49 cost. That's quite a bit. Of admin, no less. Pope Man. I could break up Pope Man with Milan. Do I have my claim on them yet? I'll slam it down for now. Yeah, I think going in and grabbing Venetia while I can is a great deal for me. Let's just make sure we have these guys pounded on the coastline, because hey, that's how we get our war participation. Battles, sieges, and blockades. We'll be able to outdo the Venetian arse with our own arsenal. And then it's just a case of strolling over and taking Venetia from them, I assume. I don't know what their army's like. 20k. Better cease with the drilling and make with the conquering. I wonder if my transports are available to help out with that. Oh jeez, as usual I'm sending transports where I'm meant to be sending my galleys. How and many times am I going to make that mistake? Probably plenty still. I'm quite confident I'll beat him with my galleys, because he seems to be lacking his galleys today. And I have 20-something boats, so I'll be able to march all of you over. Are you going to let Florence form Tuscany? Can a subject do that? I don't know. Okay, there are no Venetians there. There are Venetians around here, though, laying siege to the Milanese. Where is Milan's army, then? Probably scared stiff of them, but oh, right, of course, there's the rebel problems keeping Mantua at bay. That could be a tricky one for you. But I'm only going to make it a bit more tricky. Let's take it over. I'm taking Venetia. And I don't really care about the Pope getting involved. That is Florence's problem. He's got them taken care of with... you know what, why even leave it to chance? Go and wipe them out immediately. Leave as little to chance as possible. Embrace the victory. Whoa. Or get teleported over here to admire the South Chinese Sea that we once viewed on the sweat of our own brow. We marched over there legit. We didn't march back legit, though. Damn, our uniforms are suddenly terrible. Okay, right. No more messing around here. Venetia's mine. A sudden thought has come to me. Milan can't join this war, because Milan is already at war with Venice. So they're not going to join my war on Venice's side. So I could co-belligerate the Papal States and annex them off the map. But I have a feeling somebody won't be very happy about that. Also, I might not want to do that. They don't pose any real threat, and that land is not super valuable to me. It's a good state, though. I think subjecting tag switch, Jake, maybe it's worth it for science. I don't know what he'd need to do it. I'm not familiar with that formation decision. Alright, Venezia, down you go. Oh, I can't even make this anyway since we already have a truce. Not even worth thinking about. But I still thought about it. Get over there. Get over there. And beat them to death. Oh! He did have galleys. And heavies. And an admiral. I was not paying attention to that. And now my galleys are busy fighting a war that doesn't matter so much. And he was confident he could win. That's why he sent them out there. And if my transports die, my very expensive manpower dies with them. An admiral named France. 211-312. So we do outdo them, but I suspect there will be losses here. Well, at least there were losses for Pope Boy. Just take all those and... Take it like so. At least the Pope isn't helping out with his 10 galleys. It would be a real shame for me if he did. It's pretty big, actually, this fight. Oh, well, we have got one hell of an upper hand. Because he brought so many transports into the fray that we've shot down, his morale's been crippled. On top of that, amazingly, we're not losing ships ourselves. Disengage. We'll rejoin the fleet once the battle is over. Good. I laugh at the idea of you having this as your arsenal, Venice. Get away. Whew, we even gained some. Not too shabby. Thank God they didn't get involved, though. Get over there. Unden. And let's have you protect that trade once again, after you heal up, assumedly. Yeah, Cogwall succeeds once again. Austria would join in. Now, it was an idea to bring in Austria so they wouldn't get on my case with Naples. But that war is 5 years away, so we'll figure out another way to get Austria off my back. I'm sure there are other people Austria wants to destroy. Jinx. Not all those cogs came out too well. The galleys, on the other hand, did really well, apart from the one that got minced. Oh, of course I'm 100% there. I want to see this war. Oh, it's not even against the Mamluks. See, this bloomin' faddle. On the plus side, we're getting decent money from blockading and decent war participation from it as well. They really buffed the amount that you make from blockades now. I bet that pirate Carthage thing would be even more lucrative by now. Yeah, that is good. And blockade efficiency buffs that as well. To think you once doubted Chancellor William. William held a lot of titles. Many of them made no sense. Improved foraging and the Preparation Act both bringing down that that siege. Thank God for that. The siege attrition, that is. I think I might actually really quite like my Preparation Act. But come on now, Milano, you need to take out those Venetians. I'm not here to fight honourably. I'm barely here to fight at all. Jake, why not use trade cities? I will consider it. But I'm not doing it right now. That's a shame. 5 years of not reading books. It's alright though, I've managed for decades of not reading books. I read like one book every other year. A few years ago I read The Prince. It was pretty good. I recommend it. Maybe not highly, but I recommend it. Okay, Papal State didn't stand a chance. The question is what I want to do with them. Annexing them would make a lot of people very unhappy. So I think I'll just make do with their money. And their money. And they're not being friendly with Milano. In fact, a nice long truce to the Pope sounds rather nice. And him not having core on Roma sounds really... Actually, just... Operation Screw Pope. If we leave him with his Milanese alliance, actually, that will that'll bog Milan down with a crummy, useless alliance. So that's not bad, actually. We'll have that. And it stops me losing any potential galleys here. Also stopped me gaining any by kicking him, but I'll take it. Just flaunt literacy, why don't you? I can read, it's a choice not to. But the way I see it, that's okay. Right, thanks to the Ottomans just scaring off the Mamluks, they're not coming in and posing any threat to us. Poor Fadl is going to be one with the Turk, though. And finally... Oh, no, wait, that's my subject charging in. You know, maybe Florence can take it. Oh, that's very good. We got Relentless Drill again? Okay, I'm not thinking they can take it. They probably wanted backup from Mantua and or Milan. There we go. See, all the more reason we should be keeping Florence around. He doesn't even need that backup. Expertly done, my subject. Downside, of course, is that now Milan becomes ever stronger. Yeah, and Mantua wants this. Innovativeness is going down. That blows. I need my Miltech so that this stops going down. Goes down 6 times faster than it goes up, I think. Which isn't good news for me. It's quite bad news for me. Really hinder the expansion, hit the admin with coring cost at the same time, says Cassian. Oh, for a vote that says da-da-da-da-da. No, I'm not keen on anything that just ends up with costing more admin points. Because all that does is slow things down without really making things harder. Losing manpower, yeah, that makes things harder. Losing your income, yeah, definitely makes things harder. But just going, oh, now it costs twice as much to core things is just, okay, well, I guess we gotta wait more. One thing the game needs more of is waiting. Right, I'm here for that Dosh Venice, that land Venice, and that coalition Venice. Okay, what? Salzburg, Trent, Mantua, Scilly, Corsica, Naples. It's a laundry list of people I don't want to have to deal with here. But I came for it, so I'm going to take it. Lazy age objective, none of them would help right now. Okay, shit propagation would minutely help. Okay, I kind of took this land without thinking. But I have a feeling it's going to be a problem for me real soon. I don't need to spy on you anymore. I still need to work on annexing my subject. Quite happy that Venice's shape got changed from just being the blob on the map that it was before. I can't help but feel EU has poisoned people's brains into thinking that Venice is some floating island in the middle of here. There will be no safety in numbers, says Blackwind. They'll have a few numbers. I was not expecting the likes of Munich and Augsburg. Munich's so much more offended than Augsburg. Must be religion, right? It's not. Huh. Oh well. Maybe one has existed for longer than others and knows more about the horrors that I've inflicted here. So, about you. I definitely want you trade, company, provinced. I need you cored up. I am strongly tempted to smack this down because you get a lot of modifiers on this. Trade company, coastal, marketplace, colonialism, mercantilism. This is going to be quite nice though, because I can slaughter this by way of... Huh. I mean, I could add one bit of dev to it, but that seems counterintuitive. Counterproductive, rather. Hungary has bigger problems. They do. They're getting glassed hard by Wallachia. And I mean, you have to fall pretty far from grace for Wallachia to be the one that's kicking you down. This is like post-World War Romania, making the land grab and hoping nobody notices. I noticed. Even internal conflicts for poor Hungary there. There we go, that's war participation for us. Unfortunately, proportionally, we're losing out quite a bit, but it's also still money for us. Sealy is going to take out poor little Bosnia. Bosnia's allied with Serbia, but I honestly don't think the two of them are going to help out. They are guaranteed by Hungary, certainly not going to help them out. If Jake fails to get borders, do we get a punishment game? No, and I don't think I'll fail, somehow. What campaigns have I actually failed to do what we set out to do? And I'm not talking about... shoot. I'm not talking about campaigns that have been dropped. I mean ones that we tried to do something and we just got pummeled. Serbia comes to mind. Serbia definitely comes to mind. Oh my god, I don't want to take part in any of this. But I don't want to drop Austria as an ally. There's only one big player here and it's Poland. It prolongs the coalition war. It doesn't though. It very doesn't. Do we get anything for participating? Or do we have to join a side first? Ah, well, it's already raging on. First Ryukyu run, oh, that's true. Was that streamed? Was it? Maybe. Tend to whitewash away all things that like that. Anyway, I suppose I'm going to have to accept this, but... Hey, that's my opening to fight Naples, because this war is going to take forever. Oh no, Thagnus has linked something. Might be a failed campaign. See how long we can last here. Oh god. That one brings back memories. But we won in the end. Hang on, Dortmund? Well, taking you out shouldn't be too hard. Dortmund, esteemed leader of the Protestant League. Wait, what, they're actually the leader? This used to be an old comic from Chapel Comics. The military score for them is 12.27, but you have Poland on your side, and Great Britain. Okay, well, we can't see their score. Well, whatever. I know I'm going to be sitting back here and not getting destroyed. How about we turn on all of our forts, just in case. First Ryukyu runs were an after-action report. Oh, hell yes, they were. That was a good time. Hello, Venetian Arsenal. I see you want something resembling revenge. Super Pie wouldn't mind some either, but you do have heavies on your side, which is kind of cheating in the Gulf of Venice. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Since we're now in a big war with our allies engaged, France and Corsica have taken it upon themselves to actually coalition us. It's Protestant war. The Ottomans owe us 7 favours. The Mamluks have gone bankrupt. The Ottomans are still not going to save our ass, even though we bring up our trust like this. Unless I give them so much money that they stop miraculously being in debt. Or miraculously stop being in debt. I mean, look at that. 14,000... Wait, what? How did they gain about 6,000 of debt recently? Again, they don't have mercenaries. They haven't been spending it on that, unless they've been buying them and dismantling them for unknown reasons. I don't understand. Can a man even understand? Hey, I stole 2 heavies off you. That could be useful in this big war that wants to come and hit me now. You guys just never gonna get healed up, are you? Sail back to Carthage for now. You guys are in a fairly bad way, but I'll bring you folks back over here as well. I hope I'm not at war with my ally. I am! Ah, jeez, Savoy. I've dropped Savoy as an ally now, which is probably also why France think I'm a better target. And hopefully Austria don't drop me because they're busy with war. We'll up our trust with them just in case. Not a single-player campaign, but I think the Indian Thunderdome is the only time I've seen you truly forced to concede. Oh yeah, man, that was brutal. But that's how the dev clashes go. Brutally. I should be in Venice. I've got better repair rate over there. Oh, damn. That ship I was trying to keep hold of just got sniped by Savoy. I said no more brother wars, Savoy. Now look at you. I'm still over my limit, though. Maybe I was 2 over before. Jared, oddly enough, don't like me, so I'm going to improve relations with them for all that'll do. Indian Thunderdome was great. Well, the artwork that Björn made for it was pretty great. Oh dear, oh dear. Perhaps you guys should stay at home during this war. Yeah, Great Britain's on the prowl. Ah, jeez, this is a mess that I did not want to get involved in. That's why it's not necessarily free to ally the HRE. But surely we'll win this one, right? How are the numbers stacking up? In our favor, but if you take away my units, maybe not that great. But if you consider that Britain's troops are never going to do anything of use, then maybe things are going to go great. Mill access from Savoy. Surely not, right? Oh, what? But I'm at war with them. I thought that would automatically drop. When did I forget how this game works? Cannot act for military access while you're at war. But okay. It is there, Savoy military access. Huh. Interesting. I'm not worried about Great British blockades. In the very unlikely chance that he actually does blockade me, he'll only be able to do it here. If he does it in here, he'll get mulched by my galleys. Interestingly, though, Ottoman's not part of this conflict. Nor is France. There's a lot of players not involved in the Protestant League for once. Hey, with the release of the Imperator patch, any plan of Antiquity campaign? Did I ever stream Imperator? Maybe I did for a short bit. I don't remember it though. In any case, no, I've no intention of streaming Imperator anytime soon. It's not on my radar. Oh Christ, I'm back at war with Venice, meaning I can't actually core Venice. At least the Hungarians are bankrupt, so silver linings again. That's what you get, Savoy. I think I sent you that ship as well. Okay, election time. And do my eyes deceive me? I think it's brutal time. Could do without that whilst I'm getting bogged down. But regardless, it is brutal time. That means we either kill 20% of our taxes. Brutal chaos. We kill another 15% of our goods produced. I think that would be the 4th time or 5th time that happens. We can kill our land force limit, lose 7.5% of morale or 5% discipline. And again, it's worth pointing this out, if we ever have a tied vote, I take all the winners. Oh man, we could get all 5 of them tied. But, you know, that's probably not going to happen because you guys certainly can't orchestrate it. Anyway, the poll goes up, and it goes up now. There we go. Alright, it's kind of cut off there, isn't it? Let's bring you back in. Should I vote for the most brutal Mr. Merciful? Well, I think they're all pretty brutal, so you decide which you think is the most brutal. Zarek is yelling, nobody vote! I don't think it works like that. Seems there's an effort to try to get both goods produced and discipline to win. I don't think it's a fight, I think it's people trying to smooth it out. Now, we've been hit by goods produced and discipline at the same time before, but that was because of somebody gloating about it. We'll see. And someone's just yelling, stop voting. Try as you might, you can't make it happen. Although it's very close. In fact, it's exactly close. In fact, it's very exactly close. Oh gee.